Debra Dickinson learned something from a nomad's arrest, and she's sharing that common sense information with you. So stick around. What's up, blind viewers? How's everybody doing today? We're going to talk about Debra Dickinson today. Now, she talks about what you need to know, some things that you need to know as a nomad. It's some common sense advice she's going to give you here. And what she wants to tell you mainly is ignorance is not an excuse. Now, there was a fella. He lived in a truck camper, I do believe. And he did some things, some careless things, and started a fire. And this made people have to evacuate and all kinds of other things. But he did get arrested. Now, the first thing that he was charged with was the fire, of course. But he said that he was not aware of the signs because there was a burn ban, burn restrictions at the time. And he said he didn't see. And, you know, again, Debra says, that just isn't a good excuse.
But it doesn't matter. It is up to us, and each person has to know the laws, where you are going, the rules, regs, restrictions, guidelines, and laws.
Yes.
It is up to you. Ignorance is no excuse for disobeying the law, and
Agree.
that has been held up in all courts, in all states, and all
right.
the way to the federal Supreme Court. So you can't plead ignorance. It is up to you to know the laws.
And yes, that does apply to nomads as well. Just because you live in a vehicle and you travel from place to place, it doesn't make you, oh no, this is my home and I can do that. No, you have to know the rules and regs, just like Debra says. And wherever you're going, you need to know what's going on. Let her continue. But I do want to say I love the beware squirrel. I love that sign. It's awesome. Anyway, take it away, Debra.
So that's how his first charge applies to all nomads. And the second one of him being charged with residing at the national or on the national forest. And like I said, that's because he said in some form or another that he was living in his rig or was homeless. And you just don't want to do that. If you haven't heard me by now on my previous 2 videos, you guys,
listen up.
You are camping. You're not living in your rig or your RV, beater car, or $1 million bus.
There you go.
You have to have a legal residency. Number 3, he was charged with possession of a controlled substance.
Now, you heard her. Right there. This isn't me saying it. This is a nomad. This is a nomad. It's coming from a nomad. It's not coming from me. But I do agree. And that's the thing. You have to know, one, if you're going somewhere and there's a burn ban, it's up to you. It's because, I didn't know. That's not an excuse. Ignorance is not an excuse. That's the first thing. Second is, you're camping there. You're camping. You're not living in your vehicle because you can't. That means you are homeless. So if you say, I'm living in my vehicle, I'm not homeless, I'm houseless. This is my home and I choose to. That doesn't matter in the eyes of the law, in the big scope of things, the big scheme of things. I say this all the time. You look at your registration. Does it say this is a home? Do you pay homeowner's insurance? No, you pay car insurance. Is it registered as a vehicle? Yes, it is. So it is not a house, no matter how much you say it is, no matter how much you want it to be, it is not. And you cannot say, I live in this thing because, boom, you're homeless. Debra's trying to tell you. It's semantics. Don't argue with that because you're going to lose. You are camping. You're not living here. You're not staying here. You're camping. And you have to have a legal address. Ta-da. It isn't, I live in the forest. Tomorrow I live along the side of the street in this neighborhood. That's not a legal address. So you have to have these things. She's trying to tell you good common sense advice, how to get around it. I'm camping. So therefore, you're not labeled homeless. The other thing, possession of a controlled substance. Oh, but it's legal here. Ha. It may be legal in your state. It may be legal medically in another state. It may not be legal at all in another state. But here's the big thing. Here's the kicker. If you are on federal land, that's right. So camp somewhere else. If you're on federal land, I don't care what state you are in, because federal law says it is a Schedule 1 drug. It is illegal. And they said, well, we'll let it up to the states to do whatever they want. So in each state that you go through, there are different laws and different rules. But federally, that's right, the all-encompassing United States government says it is illegal. So if you are on government land, federal land, it doesn't matter what state you're in. It is illegal, period. You don't have to like it. And I always say, you don't have to argue. You don't have to convince me. You got to convince the judge. And I don't think you're going to be very lucky at that one. So, like Miss Dickinson says, ignorance is no excuse. That's not going to get you out of it. So she's just trying to let you know that, hey, just because you're nomad doesn't make you immune. Just like I was just saying about some other things, doesn't make you immune. So you have to know what you're getting into as you're traveling from state to state and everything else. Again, ignorance, nope, that is not an excuse. So Deborah, she's going to tell us a little preview of what she's going to be talking about in her next video. And listen up, listen very closely to what she says.
In my next video, I'll share more with you about the closures I'm seeing out here, as well as show you the literal human waste and the trash that me and my campmates have been picking up everywhere we go. So let me know in the comments below, my wonderful viewers.
You heard that from her. Again, this isn't me saying that. This is Deborah. She's running into closures. That's right. All over the place. I know. No, I can go anywhere. And it's happening because I'm telling you, as this stuff gets more popular and it gets put out there on YouTube and other things, and movies are made all about it, and more people do it, more people are going to get into it. That means more people. We all know what people do. More people means that something's going to get ruined. We just can't have nice things. We all know it. People suck. But anyway, closures and the human waste. That's right. And I know it's the locals. It's not the RVers. No, there's RVers out there picking up after other RVers. Damn it. I don't care. You can argue till you're blue in your face. You cannot convince me that it's all the locals and the RVers were plunked down from heaven by the hand of God and said, there you go, roam, be free. You're the perfect people. No, there's shitty people in the RV community too. And unfortunately, when you go to a campsite and everything, some of it is the locals and kids and going to party spots. But I'm going to tell you, RVers are picking up after other RVers. And as always, I will be putting links to this video and all the other videos that I am talking about in this little conversation. And I want to know, what do you think? What do you think about what we just heard? What about Miss Dickinson, what she told you? Leave me a comment below. Are you aware? Do you make sure you know what's going on in the place that you're going? Do you look up the rules and the regs? I talk about this all the time too, especially now is a really good time since all the Second Amendment crap is going on. I know a lot of RVers, not all, but RVers that carry personal protection in their RVs. Every state is different. Every state is different. It isn't a blanket thing. Every single state is, oh, well, this is my house and I can do whatever I want in my house. We just went over that. But anyway, every state is different. So ignorance is not an excuse. If you go in there and you get caught, oh, I didn't know nothing about it. Well, guess what? Again, you don't have to convince me. You got to convince a judge. And they're a hell of a lot harder to convince than I am. But it's just everything. You know, what's going on in the neighborhood? What's going on in the neighborhood? Hey, check the news if you have to. Even if it's just, reading the news or watch videos on YouTube or Google it. What's going on? I'm going to this place, this state. I'm going to drive through I don't know, the outer edge of Chicago. I got to skirt by Minneapolis, Minnesota. What's going on? All hell's breaking loose. They're rioting, they're shooting fireworks. What's going on? What are you going to be getting into? You know, you're coming from peaceful bliss in the Colorado mountains or whatever, and you got to drive through, you know, some crazy city in Missouri or whatever. What's going on? You know, you have to know what you're getting yourself into and what the rules are. And if you're going into the mountains and everything, is there a burn ban? Can I do this? Can I not? Again, ignorance is not an excuse. And again, it's easier when you're sitting here. I know what's going on. I can go to my city council meetings. I know what's changing. I know everything that's going on in my little bubble here, in my little area that I need to know. But when you're traveling from state to state to state, even from city to city, different municipalities have different little rules. I mean, I can be here and everything can be fine. I can drive across the river and there could be a burn ban over there and not here. So as you are traveling, you guys, and you're living your life out there on the road, be aware of what you're getting into in the next little state, municipality, whatever it may be. It's just good common sense advice. So go over and check out Debra's video and see all the rest of the stuff she talked about. Very good stuff. She has a couple of videos about this. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Highly recommend. All right, let's switch gears a little bit here and let's talk about Sightseeing Sally. That's right. Good old Sally. Now, she has been kind of sporadic with her posting, and she's been gone for a while for good reason. She had 2 deaths in the family, her sister and Marty's mother. So she had some real life stuff to deal with. Not to mention things like that take an emotional toll, and you just don't want to get in the camera and smile and make videos. So as she was doing life, she everything started to calm down. She was dealing with a dog that was sick and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, but as everything came back down to earth and things got back to normal, she came to a realization.
And for the first time in my life, I actually know where it is that I want to go, what it is I want to do. And that's bringing you videos here on YouTube. It's something I feel so strongly about inside here. I can't even describe it. I just know that this is where I need to be and this is what I need to be doing. But in order to do that, I need to show up. I need to be here.
She needs to show up. All right. Well, Sally is awesome. I'm going to tell you. I had the privilege and honor of spending the day with her. Me and Mrs. Views, we hung out with Sally for a day. She came here and we went to 3 Mile Island, did all kinds of stuff. She is awesome. She is a very attractive young lady, awesome person, very smart, intelligent young lady. And I always enjoyed her channel, and I definitely enjoyed the time I got to spend with her. It was definitely my pleasure, all my pleasure. It was very, very fun. So go over and check out Sightseeing Sally and give her a little boost, because I know if anybody who's been on here making videos and dropped off for whatever reason, whether you were sick, whether you had real life issues, and you come back a month later or even longer, it is hard. I mean, everything just drops. YouTube figures you quit. They treat you just like a boss. You're no call, no show, and you're done. You come back to work, your locker's cleaned out. Well, that's the way it is here on YouTube. You start making videos and you go from 6,000 views to 600 views, and it's a pain in the ass, and you got to chug. They don't throw your videos out unless people are looking for you, unless your diehards are, clicking on your stuff. They're not throwing shit out for people to watch. They're not doing that stuff. So it's an uphill climb until you get back at it. So let's see the blind viewers go over and check out Sally and give her a good old boost and see if we can't help her on her way back to the YouTube's Sightseeing Sally. All right, now let's talk about Nomadic Fanatic. All right, now, Eric is at, he's talking about a casino that he frequents all the time, and he boondocks there a lot. And he has been promoting this place. Hey, if you're up in this, in the Washington area and you're here and there, come out to the casino and check it out. It's free. You just go in. They got good food. They got good this. There's a little thing pass. You can go to the ocean. Awesome, awesome place. Well, I guess they changed everything. They raised the price, and it was $10 a night to park in a parking lot with nothing. Okay, $10. All right. Well, now it went up to $20, and I guess certain times it's like $40. So $40 to park in a parking lot with no amenities. And basically, you can go and rent a room for like 60, 70, or $80 and have, room service, a shower, coffee, a free breakfast, a nice bed, and a room. And you don't have to clean anything up when you're done. You can just pack your shit and leave. Or you can spend $40 and sit in a parking lot and run your generator or hope the sun's out so you can use all your shit. And of course, you're taking your military showers because you have a limited amount of water and all that good stuff. So I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, Eric says, hey, come on, guys. What's the deal?
So even at $10, okay, well, it's still better than paying $25 at the state park.
Right.
Now, I feel like the casino all of a sudden started realizing that, hey, we could get more money out of these RVers.
And there you go. Excuse me. Now listen, folks. Anybody who's been around here for a while watching me, I'm sure you heard me years ago say, listen, the more this thing grows, this lifestyle, the more people get into it, the more people are going to go, ha, I can make money off of this. We can make money off this. If everybody's doing it, they're going to pay. It doesn't matter. We can do this. Hey, here's a nice little gadget. Do you think these people would be making these little gizmos and gadgets to make RV life simpler? If everybody wasn't doing it, if there was 5 people doing it, I'm not going to spend my time and money and effort to make this little gadget to make, $15. No. If there's no money in it, they're not going to do it. So if they're doing it, that means there's enough of you out there to make it worth their while. And the more, again, it's publicized on YouTube and, again, making movies about it, and people start doing it, not just the weekend warriors, but they sell their shit and and go move into whatever and travel, they're going to need places to stay. And now they're hearing, Walmart's, they're starting to restrict parking. Cracker Barrels are starting to crack down. Everybody's buying these little things for this and that and the other thing, these little groups and clubs and 1,000 trails and everything else. Well, hey, we're here. Casino, we got food, we got the ocean, we got this. We're going to charge. If they don't want to pay to stay here, well, they can go up the road and spend whatever, $50, $60, $70, $80 a night at a campsite, all squished together, or do whatever. Or if not, they can stay here. So again, it's going to be happening. People are going to see that this lifestyle is kicking off, and they're going to make money off of it. It's just the American way, folks. It's the American way. And I've been saying this for a long time, and you hear it more and more. Things are changing. There's more rules. We just heard Debra talking about more people means people are ruining stuff. So there's going to be closures of places because there isn't enough people to police the areas, and people are taking advantage. And Eric did say the one good thing about paying, but it's too much. But if they do charge, it will keep the riffraff out. Because let's face it, who's gonna pay to park and boondock in a asphalt jungle, in the parking lot of a casino? It isn't going to be the people that are living out of their cars and everything, that are doing everything they can to save a buck. They'll pass. And the people that are most likely going to dump their gray tank even or whatever, dump their tanks in the middle of the parking lot and do some of that shit. Yes, they do it. Don't say they don't. There's some people that do. We all hear about it. So it's going to keep those people away. But again, things are changing. So, hey, I guess you got to pay to play. I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? What do you think about it? What do you think about these places that are starting to charge that we're free? What do you think about the Walmarts restricting more and more? What do you think about the possible closures of the government land, the free boondocking spots? Is it going to get more and more rough, I guess, so to say, to find places to go and camp? And again, there will be links below to all the videos that I am talking about. All right, now, what I want to talk about now is Chrome from Vancity Vanlife. Now, I've been watching him for a while. Everybody knows that. But again, that's been watching me. They know I'm a Chrome fan. And when him and Emmy got together, I wasn't worried, but I was like, oh man, here we go. Because I remember back in the day when I would watch Caravan Carolyn, RV Joey, and Blue Van Dan, and RB Ashes, and Aja and Jimmy and all them, when they were all traveling around, you watched 5 different people or 10 different people even, and spread out over a week or two, you saw the same video just from a different angle. You'd see Carolyn saying, hey, look, here's blah, 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 blah. And across the fire was, Destination Open Road and, Aja. And then 2 days later, there's Aja. Oh, look, across the fire, there's Caravan Carolyn. And then the next day was Wandering Jimmy. And then 3 days later, it was somebody else. So you got to see the same thing just from a different angle. And my thought was, oh, here we go. Now we're going to see the cat lady in the van. And then we're going to go over and we're going to watch Chrome, and we're going to see the same thing, the same day, the same sights, just from different camera angles. Well, I was pleasantly surprised. And not that I don't want to see Emmy. That's not what I'm saying. And it's not that he doesn't show her. We see her. We know she's there. But it's not a duplicate thing. I mean, he does his videos. He has plenty of time to spend with Emmy. But it's not a different camera angle of Emmy's day, which I, for one, enjoy and applaud. And it has to be that little extra step, that little extra effort to go to make it that way. So I enjoy it. And, I go over and I watch Emmy's videos and he's in hers more than she is in his, but he's, I think he's making an effort. I don't know. He may not be making an effort. I don't know. But it just, whatever the case may be, I enjoy the fact that I can watch Emmy's videos and I can also watch his without seeing a duplicate day. And I enjoy that. I like that. I applaud that. And hey, you don't have to agree with me. That's never the point here. The point is...
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.